news, politics, and sports. This is the Sun FM News, brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
The news.
Radio and TV News, the headlines. Vice President Mutale Nalumango has expressed satisfaction with the efforts of the Zambia NGO WASH Forum in advocating for improved water, sanitation and hygiene across the country. The United Party for National Development UPND has dismissed allegations of selfishness in the proposed constitutional amendments. The Forum for African Women Educationalists in Zambia, FAWEZA, has called for open discussions about menstruation to challenge harmful taboos and promote dignity, equality and empowerment. In sports, Achipolopolo midfielder Joshua Mutale believes hard work and unity of purpose helped his Tanzanian club Simba SC mint silver in the 2024-2025 CAF Confederation Cup. Join me for the details shortly.
Sun FM.
With the details, my name is Kyla Brister. Vice President Mutale Nalumango has expressed satisfaction with the efforts of the Zambia NGO WASH Forum in advocating for improved water, sanitation and hygiene across the country. Mrs. Nalumango highlighted the critical role of non-government organizations in complementing government efforts across various sectors. She was speaking during her tour of the forum's exhibition stand at the ongoing PANAFCON 3 conference at Mulungushi International Conference Center in Lusaka. The PANAFCON 3 conference has provided a platform for stakeholders to engage in discussions on sustainable development with a focus on strengthening Africa's WASH agenda for the future.
Thank you. We appreciate anything. We also bring visibility to what government is doing. So
NGO WASH Forum coordinator Bubala Mumba reiterated the organization's commitment to advancing WASH initiatives, emphasizing the forum's collaborative efforts with its 40 civil society organizations to drive positive change in the sector. Ms. Mumba expressed gratitude for the increasing visibility the sector has gained through government engagement, particularly following pronouncements by the head of state that have drawn much-needed attention to critical WASH issues. She, however, stressed that despite progress, more resources are required to tackle pressing challenges in the sector. Ms. Mumba further emphasized the importance of inclusive citizen participation and stronger legislation to enable effective policy implementation. Additionally, she highlighted the environmental risks posed by mining activities, advocating for balanced regulations that protect water resources while supporting economic growth and job creation.
good morning, Madam Vice President. We are honored to have you at our stand. Welcome to the NGO WASH Forum. Here behind you have our members. We are comprised of 40 CSOs and community-based organizations that are working collaboratively to improve water and sanitation in Zambia. We support national red plans. On behalf of the NGO WASH Forum, I'd like to say we are so grateful for the visibility that you are giving the water sector. We would like more money, but we appreciate the fact that the pronouncements made by the head of state have given us the much-needed visibility to the issues that our people are facing. We would like to call for more investment in data, post financing, climate resilience, and of course, more governance around the sector to help us strengthen our policies. We do appreciate you visiting. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The Water Voices United project is a transformative 4-year initiative co-funded by the European Union and Danish People's Aid, spearheaded by SNV in partnership with the NGO WASH Forum. This initiative aims to enhance the capabilities and synergies among WASH civil society organizations in Zambia. The United Party for National Development UPND has dismissed allegations of selfishness in the proposed constitutional amendments. Speaking at a press briefing in Lusaka, UPND Media Director Mark Simue stated that the party will not engage in constitutional debates based on falsehoods. Mr. Simue emphasized that the proposed amendments are intended to refine the country's laws. He reaffirmed that the proposed mixed-member proportional representation system is a progressive step and added that the ongoing delimitation process is designed to improve the lives of many citizens. Addressing concerns about the adoption process for the Lumezi parliamentary seat, Mr. Simue asserted that the UPND has not broken any laws. He dismissed claims that the party violated legal procedures by adopting a sitting district commissioner.
And then the contractor will be given a contract by the government. I wish to mention to you that from the time this particular project was flagged off for dewatering or removing water from down there so that mining activities can commence, as you may be aware that in Zambia, mining is in two categories. We have open pit mine and underground mine. To undertake underground activity, you know that there is a water table. For you to effectively conduct mining activity, you need to pump out water from underground. And they refer to that process as dewatering. This is what's been happening in Wansha. And already you have 90 workers at dewatering level. It is envisaged that once this is done and projects begin running, between 3,000 to 3,500 jobs be created. The starting point is to remove water. Secondly, when we add the contractors and suppliers.
Meanwhile, Mr. Simue highlighted that the UPND government has improved the mining sector through the implementation of new policies and the revival of key operations.
I'm of youth percent. So, I should further indicate that may we support this particular bill because it will also resolve the problems we had during the presidential petition so that we include the word determination. For those that understand legally, they do well understand that when you go to court, there are two things that the court does, which litigants seek in the courts of law. That the court may hear, number one. Second, that the court may determine. The defect in our constitution was that it was only providing for hearing, not determination. We saw that as a gap.
The Forum for African Women Educationalists in Zambia, FAWEZA, has called for open discussions about menstruation to challenge harmful taboos and promote dignity, equality, and empowerment. Speaking on Menstrual Hygiene Day, Executive Director Kosten Kanchele stressed the importance of creating a period-friendly world to achieve gender equality, particularly in education. He commended the Zambian government's efforts to provide free sanitary pads to schoolgirls, especially in rural areas, improving attendance and self-esteem. FAWEZA continues to implement initiatives that educate and equip girls with sustainable menstrual health solutions, including training in reusable hygiene pack production. However, Mr. Kanchele highlighted that true progress requires more than just product distribution. It necessitates societal attitude shifts and active involvement from stakeholders including schools, families, communities, civil society, and policymakers. He advocated for menstrual health education in school curricula and encouraged parents to foster open, stigma-free conversations at home. The Opposition Patriots for Economic Progress, PEP, has called on government to announce the 2025 maize floor price, arguing that the issue is critical for farmers following a bumper harvest across the country. PEP leader Sean Tembo has urged the UPND to shift its campaign focus for the Lumezi by-elections from attacking former President Edgar Lungu to addressing pressing issues that directly affect citizens' well-being. Mr. Tembo expressed concern over the need for the government to prioritize the distribution of empty maize bags for farmers, including those in Lumezi, to help them secure their produce post-harvest. He has appealed to the ruling party to divert resources allocated for political campaigns towards completing the long-delayed Chipata Lumezi Road project, which he says is crucial for the area's development. Mr. Tembo, however, called on political parties participating in the by-elections to focus on tangible solutions for the people, particularly farmers who form the backbone of the nation's economy.
We want to challenge the ruling UPND party to actually spend that money to complete the Chipata Lundazi road. Those who have traveled on that road know fully well that the road has been under constant construction, especially when you pass Munoro immediately after Mgubudu. The road has got a diversion into the bush, and that diversion has been there for the past 3 years.
Constitutional lawyer Makebi Zulu has alleged that there has been gross misapplication of the law under the United Party for National Development UPND administration. Speaking during Sun FM TV's public forum, Mr. Zulu expressed concerns about human rights violations, particularly the lack of proper public engagement in constitutional amendments. He emphasized that constitutional reforms must involve broader consultation to ensure they reflect the will of the people. Mr. Zulu further claimed that the UPND government did not follow the correct procedure for constitutional reforms, arguing that the country should not be discussing the matter at this time.
The executive to decide matters in a certain way, to grant them favors in a certain way, and that is just not making sense. We're destroying our system. So if you ask me if at all there's any observance of human rights, and if I had to grade him, as he's been saying this Kwenyu thing, I would say he would get no Kwenyu from me, because as things stand, there's gross misapplication of the law. There are issues of the rights of people not being respected, and you wouldn't get anything. Look at how that the opposition has not been allowed to hold rallies.
The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary Gabriel Poleni has described the recently concluded Sustainable Infrastructure Development Symposium of South Africa 2025 as insightful. Speaking in Cape Town yesterday, Dr. Poleni stated that the knowledge sharing, networking, and professional growth gained will significantly contribute to transforming how African countries manage local government, ensuring meaningful infrastructure development across the continent. He noted that the symposium provided a vital platform for public and private sector leaders, policymakers, financiers, and infrastructure experts to develop strategies for infrastructure-led growth and sustainable development across Africa. Dr. Poleni added that this year's conference focused on unlocking infrastructure investment opportunities and advancing regional integration. He said some of the best practices across the continent align with his ministry's policy of promoting a decentralized and effective local governance system facilitated by the delivery of quality municipal services to support sustainable socio-economic development.
But we have also in the pipeline the Lobito Corridor, which essentially is an infrastructure project that diversifies trade routes for Africa and the rest of the world. We have Tazara, we have Tazama, and Zambia, as is known, is strategically located right in the heart of Southern Africa. And it's not a reflection of a it's not a reflection of the landlocked nature of the country, but land-linked in the sense that we underpin the connectivity that the Southern African region deserves and requires in order to advance in its developmental agenda. So our lessons that we've learned and picked up from here is that preeminence, the dominance of infrastructure in resource allocation, and the fact that infrastructure drives economic growth, it underpins structural transformation and leads to enhanced living standards of people. So it's not just large-scale public infrastructure or social infrastructure, it's investment infrastructure as well. Infrastructure in different sectors that reflects the very capital accumulation that drives economic growth.
Meanwhile, Zambia's acting High Commissioner to South Africa, Ms. Inonge Mwenya, emphasized that CIDSA 2025 was an important conference aimed at fostering regional cooperation in areas such as municipal development and best practices. Zambia was among more than 9 countries invited by the South African government to participate in the Sustainable Infrastructure Development Symposium of South Africa, CIDSA 2025, which concluded yesterday. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Gift Sialuvalo, led the Zambian delegation at the invitation of his South African counterpart, Honorable Dean McPherson, Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure. This is according to a statement issued by Tamara Nyerenda, First Secretary for Press and Public Relations at the Zambia High Commission in South Africa. This is Sun FM Radio and TV News. We now take a break. After the break, in sports news.
Are your dreams on hold? Maybe that much needed home improvement, starting a business, upgrading your qualification, or simply taking that dream vacation? At ABSA, we understand. That's why we offer collateral-free personal loans of up to 850,000 kwacha. With a 7-year payment plan, now you can access more financial support to turn your dreams into reality. Let's help you write the next chapter of your story. Call 5950 for more information. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
You know that feeling of frustration when you're told, sorry, we don't take mobile money payments. Turn that frown into a smile. With the upgraded ABSA POS machine, you can pay for your items using your mobile money wallet, Visa credit or debit card, MasterCard, and more. Now that's a payment solution with more convenience. Call 5950 to sign up or find it at a supermarket near you. Your story matters. ABSA.
Welcome back. In sports, Chipolopolo midfielder Josh Mtale believes hard work and unity of purpose helped his Tanzanian club Simba SC mint silver in the 2024-2025 CAF Confederation Cup. Contributing to a topic of discussion on ZNBC Radio 4 Sports today, Mutale expressed happiness with the work ethic of the squad throughout the competition. He revealed that the game against Al Hilal Tripoli of Algeria in preliminary round was the toughest of them all in the second tie of African club football for Simba last season. Mutale is, however, delighted that Simba dispatched Al Hilal Tripoli and went all the way to the final, where they lost 3-1 on aggregate to RS Bakken of Morocco, who were crowned champions. He netted Simba's only goal in their 1-1 draw in the last match of the 2-legged final, but it was not enough to help his team mint gold. The former Power Dynamos player joined Simba SC in June last year on a 3-year deal as a replacement for compatriot Cletus Chama, who joined Young Africans. Mutale is no stranger to continental inter-club football and was part of the Power Dynamo squad that was eliminated during the preliminary round of 2023-2024 CAF Champions League by his current employers. To end the news, the headlines again. Vice President Mutare Nalumango has expressed satisfaction with the efforts of the Zambia NGO WASH Forum in advocating for improved water, sanitation and hygiene across the country. The United Party for National Development UPND has dismissed allegations of selfishness in the proposed constitutional amendments. The Forum for African Women Educationalists in Zambia, FAWEZA, has called for open discussions about menstruation to challenge harmful taboos and promote dignity, equality, and empowerment. And in sports, Chipolopolo midfielder Joshua Mutale believes that hard work and unity of purpose helped his Tanzanian club Simba SC mint silver in the 2024-2025 CAF Confederations Cup. And that's the end of the news. On behalf of the entire Sun FM radio and news crew, my name is Kyla Brista. Stay tuned.
The news, 88.5 Sun FM.
A comprehensive coverage of local and national news, business, politics, and sports. The Sun FM News was brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.